Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I'm Michelle and I hope that you're going to enjoy all the content that is on this channel, and that is more to come. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So I know the biggest question is where I've been, because I haven't uploaded a YouTube video in about, I think, a month already, if not a little bit more than that. And the honest truth, you guys, amongst just like business growing and all these other things that I've been busy with, I have been busy growing my Instagram. So you guys know that the pandemic kind of hit all of us in like a lot of different ways. I shared with you guys my story on how I had to shut down my salon, meaning that my income streams generally went down and I had to find a way, basically strategize a way to make more money. And one of the ways that I needed to do that was to up level my Instagram. So I took some time to really just dedicate a bit of time into making sure that I get more followers on Instagram, increase my engagement, so I can begin to monetize and get more brand deals on my Instagram. So on this video, I am going to be sharing with you guys what I did, or basically how I gained over 7K followers in less than 3 weeks. Literally saying that sounds so surreal, because I had had my Instagram account for quite a long time and I was on like 3,000 something followers, and my Instagram was growing, but like, you know, like 1 follower a day or 1 follower in a week, that type of thing. It really wasn't growing as much as I wanted to, and I think mostly because I hadn't put any strategy to growing it. And when I realized that, okay, wait, I could make a little bit more money. Well, let me also just say that with that, I think I had 3,700 followers, right? With those followers, I was already making money, but it really wasn't where I wanted it to be. Like, I was making a couple of grands here and there, but it wasn't so frequent, and I couldn't get other opportunities because I didn't have the not big following, but I didn't have a higher following and a greater engagement rate. So I really dedicated some time to work on it so that I can make a bit more money and monetize off it a little bit more, right? So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I managed to do that. Now, the first thing I want to share before I actually get into these tips is that you need to be very intentional about growing on a particular platform, meaning that you need to really dedicate your energy and your time to growing that particular platform. That just because you're posting does not mean that it's going to grow. You need to be very strategic. And one thing that I think this is said very often, and it's something that I also realized for myself, was that the content that will fly on Twitter is not necessarily the same content that will fly on Instagram. And the content that will fly on Instagram is not necessarily the same content that will fly on Facebook, right? Vice versa for all these platforms. And what I did is I literally took some time to sit and study Instagram and see what would work for the things that I want to do, and for, you know, the type of brands that I eventually want to work with. Because there's a lot of things you need to incorporate in terms of, you know, growing your platform and monetizing it, and being intentional about the brands that you want to work with. So I think surface level on this video, I'm just going to be sharing with you guys just a few things that I did that upped up my views, upped up my following and that sort of thing, so that you can begin to implement those right now. But as time goes, I would really love to get into the strategy bits of it to also help you grow your Instagram in that space period of time as well. So the first thing that I did, which really helped me a lot, was posting frequently at the same time. Okay, this is a big deal, you guys. I cannot really describe. So here's how you do this. When you click on your insights on your account, considering that you've either changed your account to become a creator or an entrepreneur, you do get access to insights, right? And this is for people who possibly are running a business on Instagram or want to monetize on their own personal brands. It could be you want to be an influencer within a specific niche, whatever the case is. But posting frequently at the same time is very helpful. So here's what I did. I had a look at my analytics and decided to see, okay, at what times do people that follow me, or people that I want to eventually talk to, do they scroll on Instagram, and do they spend most of their time there? And my insights told me that. I then decided to begin to schedule content for that time, because then I knew that during that time I'd be able to get the highest engagement. So for instance, to give an example, I realized that a lot of my audience actually scroll through Instagram at 7 a.m. in the morning, because they're possibly either getting ready for their days, or they're also posting, whatever the case is. So that is a perfect time for me to post. And then I also realized that another high peak time for me would be around 6:30 to 7 p.m. in the evenings, because people are more chilled, laid back then, and they are going through Instagram, and that would be a great time to get that high engagement that I also want. So those were the times that I was alternating my posts. But it was very important that I stick to posting at that particular time, because When you do that, you communicate to the Instagram algorithm that at the specific time, this is what I post, and even the people that follow you. So what happens to them is they get an idea of consistency from you, and then from there they can actually begin to push your content into new eyes, to push your content into the explore page, because there's consistency that at 7 o'clock we can definitely expect Michelle to post something. I saw that boost my profile in a way that I cannot describe. A second thing that I want to share with you guys is incorporating lifestyle content. Okay, now let me say it this way, and I called it incorporating lifestyle content because a lot of people are saying create reels, create reels, create reels. Great, reels are absolutely amazing, but they're not the only way to grow your Instagram account. And I'm going to film another video just sharing with you guys my experience with reels, but hear me out with this one, right? When you're creating a reel, you're basically sharing a lifestyle. You're basically kind of showing people. I believe that that's really what the core foundation of what reels are, is kind of giving people snippets of what you're actually doing. Now, after I took time to really study Instagram, what I realized is that even when you go back before, right, Instagram was like a small little magazine for us. And you know, when people started focusing on aesthetics for their pages and that sort of thing. And more than anything, what I have learned over the course of these past few months is that Instagram is a lifestyle app. Instagram wants to be able to see what you're doing in the morning, what you're doing at night, who are you talking to, what are you eating, and that sort of thing. And if you go to explore page right now, you will see that there is a lot of images of actually people doing things or activities. So for instance, the food, people with a mug, people working out, that sort of thing. That's what they want to see. So posting lifestyle content, even if you're not in the lifestyle niche, is going to be so advantageous to you. There's nothing wrong with putting selfies out, but let me just be very honest and say to you that it is great that the face looks cute and you put out a selfie and that sort of thing, but it's not going to help grow your account, because people don't stick long to watch your selfie, right? But people will stick around a little bit longer if they see you sipping a cup, because they're trying to figure out, okay, what is she drinking? What does the caption say? And how does it match with the picture, right? What matters for Instagram the most is screen time, you guys. The more people spend looking at your post and reading your caption, the more that Instagram says, oh, okay, so her content is interesting, then they can feed it to a lot more people. But people just liking and scrolling past does not mean anything. So you need to realize that it is very important, crucial, and fundamental for you to post lifestyle content that can keep people engaged onto your page, right? And then the third one is increase the amount of reels you're creating. Now, I'm saying this statement mainly because I'm assuming that you have already jumped on the reels train. Now, I know that for myself, when I started creating reels, I was a bit overwhelmed because I really don't know how to be able to do this, that sort of thing. But one of the biggest things I realized is that Instagram being a lifestyle content place, it's really just showcasing the small things that you're doing on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, but be intentional about the type of reels that you create. I saw my reels skyrocket and begin to bring new people into my community, and that was very important. So you need to make sure that you do this a lot. And how you can do this is by using famous sounds, right? You can see when you scroll through your Reels explore page, you get to see sounds that are coming up more than once. And so when you scroll through, you're like, okay, I've had the sound, I've heard the sound, this person used it, that is a famous sound that you need to hop on, so you can begin to create a reel on. And then the other thing is be consistent. One of the things that I actually did when my account was growing is I was posting 2 times a day, every single day. I was posting a picture in the morning and a reel in the evening, right? That for me, it made sense. And what I actually did, my strategy behind that, and I'll share more about this with you guys, but my strategy with that is that I recorded my reels. I selected 2 days a week, and I was like, okay, this is what I got my little sister in, and I was like, okay, let's film reels, brainstormed, figured out how many reels I wanted to create, and then created a bunch of reels that I just had, and then continuously edited them. And then I was like, okay, cool, I've got enough reels for 7 days, I've got enough reels for 14 days. That is something that can just make the production of reels so much easier for you, as opposed to trying to think about a reel today that needs to go out today. Okay, that becomes very, very, very important. All right, and then the fourth thing I want to share with you guys is niching. Okay, this helps Instagram know the type of content that you are creating, so that they can know the audience that they can give your content to. The most important thing, and not necessarily important, let me just say that I think the biggest mistake that we make is we think that all we need to do is just create content. Yes, you can create content, you can get followers, but you're not going to get the brand deals that you want because nobody truly understands what you actually do. But you need to be able to niche down. And niche down comes from the headline on your profile. What are you? Are you an entrepreneur, a business coach? What are you? From there, coming down to the description for your page and your brand, and then the type of content that you feed. And the type of content can easily come from the captions that you write, the type of pictures that you take. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're sharing lifestyle of an entrepreneur, what kind of lifestyle are you sharing? That is really helpful for Instagram to bump the cheese up in terms of giving your content to the right people that would be able to consume it very often. Okay, so this becomes very, very important. So these 4 tips, I'm just going to recap. Number 1 is posting frequently and at the same time. Number 2 is incorporate lifestyle content within your content. Number 3 is increase the amount of reels that you're posting. Go ham on reels. I know there's a lot of Instagram coaches that share a lot of reel strategies. Go look for those. Find people that can help you with that. Batch shoot your reels. You know, spend some time on YouTube learning how to create reels, but they are going to really grow your account a lot more. And then number 4 is niching. You need to be able to be very clear about what it is, what you provide, and what your brand is about, so that you can be brought into the right eyes that can increase the relevant engagement for you. Now, I just want to go back to the first point, which is posting frequently at the same time. I know I say this all the time. If you've been on this channel, you've watched some of my videos, you know that this is something that I say all the time, and that is that consistency is frequency, right? You need to realize that being consistent does not mean that you are necessarily doing it each and every single day of your life, although that is advisable. But if your schedule does not allow, then don't. I talk to a lot of people, and what people do is they will go onto the spree of creating every single day for 1 week, and the rest of the other 3 weeks that they don't create, right? What you do, you're not going to get results if you're doing that, but you need to be able to be honest with yourself. And honesty with yourself means that you can easily say, you know what, I'm only able to provide 4 posts a week for a month, then I can be consistent. If you are consistent in those 4 posts a week, you've got a better chance of getting results than you would be if you didn't post any of those at all. So that is very, very important to really remember. You need to be able to create at the level that you know how best to, but be consistent at that level. If you are giving 1 YouTube video a week, make sure that you give people 1 YouTube video a week all the time, right? Not 1 YouTube video a week, 3 next week, Consistency at some point needs to be measurable for the algorithm to be able to push you, right? That's why, for instance, on television, they can give you ads because they know that a certain program is going to play at 8 o'clock. You also know that a certain program is also going to play at 8 o'clock. So that becomes very, very, very important. And I think a bonus tip that I want to share with you guys is look at your analytics, right? Look at your insights on Instagram. Look at what's working, what's not working. Look at the type of content that has gotten a lot more likes. The type of captions that has gotten a lot more likes, and then from there you would be able to see what people are responding to, and then do more of that. I am going to be doing a lot more videos for you guys, kind of sharing in terms of like the more intricate details that I really did to apply, but I wanted this overall video to be something tangible for you that you can now begin to say, okay, niching, let's begin to niche. Let me create reels, let me do this. I really, really, really would encourage you to take that first step into creating that content for yourself currently, and then the rest of the other details we can fix as time goes, but don't wait until you get everything right, okay? Start creating right now, even when you don't have the necessary tools, or even if you feel like you really kind of don't have it together yet, but start creating right now. That's the only way your account is going to grow. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it's been helpful. If you've got anything that you've been struggling with, I think as far as growing your Instagram is concerned, please put it down on the comment section below, and let me know which one of these tips that you actually struggle with that you guys need me to make a lengthy video of. And if you are watching this video and you also managed to grow your Instagram, please talk to people in the comment section, and also share what kind of tips. If you've got a channel and you've shared these tips, put them down below. What I love about my comment section is that more than anything, they are a moment for all of us to engage and learn from each other. So if you're somebody that's watching that's got something valuable to share as far as this topic is concerned, down here. If you're somebody that needs help, down here, you never know who could, you know, hop onto your comment and also give you valuable information that would be able to help you. I normally go into my comment section and engage with you guys as well to personally help you in whatever it is that you're struggling with as far as creating that content, and more than anything, making money, because you know this is what this channel is about. This channel is about helping you make more money, helping you monetize on things that matter the most to you, and helping you increase your streams of income. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, do give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're trying to do, but this is the right time for you to click that subscribe button and the notification bell as well, so that you are notified whenever I post videos. I am going to be sharing quite a lot of content with you guys coming up, so this is the perfect time to actually be prepared for it. I love you guys so much and have yourselves a beautiful one. I'll see you next time. Bye.